Hello and welcome once again to another Jurassic World Evolution 2 video. Well, set of videos, because it's obviously going to be split into like 2 or 3 parts, because these matches can drag on. So, Dino Mania 2022. So, I just set up this, I made most of this ages ago, like back in January, I think. But I just now added in, the various different foliage for the herbivores. On this side, just have the carnivores. It's like this is like the Arizona map, right? And I was like making a park because I made that, and that. I think back in January. Everything else that I've added since has been recently, about a couple of days ago. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because, I haven't played this all that much lately, or at all, really. And this game tends to crash a lot as I was building this park, so I'm kind of like, how to go about this. Hopefully it just doesn't crash. Because this is the PS4 version, which is clearly the inferior version. Why did I put level 3 fences here? I should have done the lowest one, because we're going to have a cage match first. I haven't even incubated dinosaurs. And why? Because I don't know which update it was, but it's made it so that dinosaurs being incubated is ridiculously quick. You don't even need scientists anymore in sandbox mode. You can turn it off. But I still get on here. Also, where would it be? Yeah, I got the Cretaceous one. That's the only DLC I've got so far. It was on offer, £1 off. Wow. It's just like, well, it's probably never gonna go on sale again for months, so might as well get it now. I haven't got the other 2 yet that are currently available. So cage match. You can select them like this, I guess. Maybe I'll off-screen for the next one, because it's kind of a pain in the ass. Well, I've already got Styracosaurus in the park. I mostly just kind of make them humble, resilient, and maybe a bit of long-lived as well. I just try to remove the negative traits, and that's pretty much it. Styracosaurus is the reigning defending cage champion, so let's show just how fast incubation is now. Bam! Well, that's the synthesized phase, but okay, let's pick one that's Well, honestly, this one kind of looks like the better one, really. Dominance plus 15 for that. You also get plus dominance for the social one as well. And let's go with this one. It's a blank pattern, but who cares? Takes all but 12 seconds. So let's get the other dinosaurs into this match. Right, we're gonna have the old, these cage matches have pattern. Carnotaurus has been every single one of them. Baryonyx has moved up to the main event on the card. At least for now. We'll see how it goes in the main event, which is going to be a fatal 4-way for the Dino Championship. Let's see. Wow, really? Carnotaurus is very chill and fit. I don't want to make them too overpowered or anything, because this is just a cage match. I don't want them to kill each other, just break out. Let's make you humble then, I guess. But my god, you still got points left over. I'll make you a little resilient as well. Seriously, what update did that? Because my god, it's so fast. Aggressive and humble. Ooh, that one's nice. Go with that one. Originally, I was like, because, you know, cards subject to change. I mean, it's been 5 minutes now and still haven't got the first match. Originally, this was going to be Styracosaurus versus Carnotaurus versus Cryolophosaurus versus Metriacanthosaurus versus Carnotaurus. I was thinking of replacing Metriacanthosaurus for Minimi, you know, the early Cretaceous Australian dinosaur. But I know it's too cute. I don't want to see it getting violently killed by the Carnivores potentially. So I'm going to leave Metriacanthosaurus in the match. Replace Carnotaurus with the Stegosaurus from China, whose name I can't pronounce. So let's get Cryolophosaurus in. You know, there's a pretty neat thing you can do in this game now. You can't really do it outside of the main menu. You gotta access it from the main menu, but you can actually view your dinosaurs and select the skins and kind of preview them, which is nice. Shim can't really do that in the main game itself, but it's neat. Metriacanthosaurus. Just because Metriacanthosaurus hasn't been in many matches since I've started making these videos. Okay, he's already sorted on that, so let's incubate, because he's on the island. And last of all, who is also on the island, so I won't really need to change anything. Whatever the pronunciation is for you. Well, doesn't really make much of a difference, does it? But go with the tolerant one, why not? It's like I'm saying I don't want them to, you know, be overpowered or anything. But here I am anyway, picking the best possible one of the batch. Humble, resilient. I guess I go with you. Right, let's start this off. Styracosaurus. Champion comes out first here. If you're new to these videos, this whole cage match I occasionally do, I basically turn on the, what is it? Well, we'll see in a bit. Plus you don't get an introduction here because you're already on the island. Let me see, what was it again? Having a brain fart moment here. Oh yeah, the comforts. I'll put this on normal and this will be switched on, this will be switched on after each dinosaur's entered the match. Really, I should have had the herbivores out first. But whatever.
Nice, Carnotaurus. You could recognize this predator immediately by the horns on its head, which give it a real rock and roll appearance. Those powerful legs can get this dinosaur moving as well, so probably best to stay out of its way. This dinosaur is so metal.
Still got an annoying cough, by the way. On top of that, I had the second COVID jab yesterday, and now it's starting to set in, the pain in the arm. It's like, ow, I feel like I've been, like, beaten up in an alleyway or something. Like someone punched me repeatedly in the arm.
This is a Cryolophosaurus, one of the more colorful members of the collection. It's a carnivore, so take the necessary precautions and don't let its looks deceive you.
You know, there's a lot of fans of this dinosaur in the game. But I don't know. Feels like the pattern options for the color just doesn't really impress me much on any of them. It's a cool looking dinosaur and all, and it's, you know, one of the few, I mean the only dinosaur in this game from Antarctica, so that's cool, but whatever. Whoa, what was that camera change? Metriacanthosaurus doesn't get an introduction because it's already on the islands. So only Carnotaurus and Cryolophosaurus get their introductions. So we don't even get to hear what the pronunciation is on this dinosaur now, I just realized. Oh well. So, welcome to your debut in the cage match for the cage championship. Okay, is everybody all nice and getting along just fine? What are you doing there? Okay, that's one thing that bugs me that still hasn't really been addressed in any updates I've noticed. I think it's hunting. What are you doing? You're having trouble navigating around these trees, that's... Must be a goat around... Yep, there he is. You just can't line up. It's like, these damn trees and foliage is getting in my way. Can he do it? Or she? Man, you're a very ineffective hunter here. Just picture Carnotaurus for the entire match. What are you doing? Just chasing after this goat the whole time. I mean, it looks like that could be very likely. But you know, oh, you don't have enough sand either? You know, it's something that bugs me is that they haven't made it so that when, you know, the comfort level is disabled, it doesn't, you know, just point out this, that they aren't very comfy. Kind of seems like it defeats the purpose. I mean, it doesn't, because they'll tolerate it, but, you know, it shows that and the hunt fails. Yeah, no, we saw all that. That was absolutely terrible. But, you know, the fact that it shows lonely kind of, yeah, kind of bugs me. Anyways. I've also just noticed, I remember in the original Jurassic World Evolution, I don't know if they ever fixed it in an update, but if you turn combat off, they wouldn't even hunt goats, but they do here, so that's interesting. You know what, I should probably turn this on, just in case the herbivores end up starving, or even the carnivores were how ineffective the Carnotaurus was at hunting there. Put normal, combat on, wait, frequency? Oh, yeah, of course. Let's have a look at a new feature that's been added recently. First person mode. We are on the grounds. Let me just kind of do that so we can speed up. So we can get a ground view without going into capture mode now. The only trouble with it is, you know, everything's physical now, so it's like, I can't get over this fence. Well, I say everything's physical, but we're walking through these trees. Some trees you can't do. This doesn't seem like an ideal view for this, does it? Sure, we're on the ground up and close and personal, but it makes it so we can't really see what's going on at any given moment. We can still open gates though. So I mean, what kind of perspective is this? Are we supposed to be at the perspective of the average human? Because it just makes me put into question the, well, Cryolophosaurus isn't really necessarily a giant carnivore. Still. So, let's actually exit this mode because you never know what part of the enclosure they're gonna break out of. What? You know, cage matches usually last a little longer than that. Carnotaurus, you are now a 2-time cage champion. I think you were a previous champion, the cage champion before. What was way away from that. Carnotaurus is now the cage champion. The 2nd time. I mean, he failed the hunt against the goat, but he's not gonna fail the hunt against the, oh, never mind. He's doing a little dance in there. Buy one, get one free. Wait. Buy one, get one free. I think he got a 2nd one there as well. Wait, have you got... Did you swallow a phone? Probably did. That's probably what the injury is. Well, whatever. That was the first match out of the way. What else has got now? You... Yeah, Metriacanthosaurus just chilling. It's like, hey, I barely appear in this, so I'm just gonna stroll on out. And I hope those as usual. Well, I remember in the original Jurassic World Evolution, the herbivores were quite a pain in the ass, but they seem a bit more chill here, at the very least. For now, anyway. But anyways, that was the first match. Next match is going to be a bit different. It's going to be a handicap match. How many of them am I gonna have against soon there? I forget. It was 3, yeah. 3 Velociraptors are gonna take on Indoraptor. It's been a while, you know, since January where I did the Dino Rumble. But if I'm remembering correctly, the reason I put this match together is because Indoraptor eliminated Velociraptor. So Velociraptor is gonna bring up his, you know, his posse and try to get some revenge via the, you know, group hunting mechanic, which I have not really seen much of because I don't really bother with it. But yeah, so promo from Velociraptor, and we'll move on to that match. So moving on. Velociraptor, what are your thoughts heading into this match against Indoraptor? Let me tell you something about Indoraptor. Indoraptor, he's one tough son of a bitch, I'll give him that. But you know what? He won't be able to handle me and my posse. We're gonna get revenge for what happened at Dino Rumble, and that's all I have to say about that. And we're back. I do actually have to wait 40 odd seconds for Indoraptor, so there are some times that I'm taking a while. But compared to how it used to be, where it would take like close to freaking 10 minutes or some dinosaurs, it's a hell of a match. Well, here you got the Carnotaurus, part of the really Cretaceous DLC. I did originally have 2 in here, but then they both fought each other and died, so just the 1. But it's all giant bloody brain fart moment. Lagoon. Yes, Lagoon. Just for 1 Carnotaurus. But anyways, it is time. I think Indoraptor might be screwed. He didn't get as much a boost as the Velociraptors did. I guess that's the trouble with it, only, you know, synthesizing 1 dinosaur for Indoraptor. But Indoraptor is strong. So who knows? Could go out.
The Indoraptor. This is a dinosaur created with a purpose. It can even see in the dark and uses echolocation to find its prey. Now, nature might eventually have created the Indoraptor, but I got there first. Is it dangerous? Yes. But then so is science.
So yeah, that's a hell of an appeal rating there. So you only got the fitness and aggressive, and he prefers to, you know, sleep in the days and nocturnal. I can relate. Velociraptors, though, there's 3 of them. If they do the hunting thing, then Indoraptor has a very decreased chance of winning this. Let's kick his ass!
Everyone knows I have a soft spot for this dinosaur, the Velociraptor, and they get a bad rap as far as I'm concerned. But if you imprint early enough, you can make real connections with them. Other than Claire, raptors are the most intelligent partners I've ever had. And like her, they can kill me in the blink of an eye. That's a joke.
Oh, that's the joke, alright. You're going on about him being intelligent, look what it's doing. It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. But as you can see, yeah, they've got some good stats. Oh, you gotta take him on one-on-one? That's a bad idea. Well, that's one Velociraptor down. I guess that would technically count as a 1 fall. But you know what, I'm gonna, you know, make an exception here. Indoraptor has to eliminate all the Velociraptors to win the match. I mean, a handicap match doesn't have elimination rules, usually does it? But I'll make the exception here. Because Indoraptor just destroyed that Velociraptor. I'm not sure how the pack hunting works. Maybe it needs to be more than... Or maybe it's because they can fight Indoraptor one-on-one that made them a bit too ballsy. Which one was this anyway, stat-wise? Yeah, you were one of the stronger ones. I think you might be the strongest though. I say one of the strongest ones, but now looking at it, it was the weakest of the 3. I'm not so sure now. Maybe I should just leave it as 1 fall, because they might take their time now. It's like they've got their aggression out of their system. They don't need to fight anymore. Also, apparently Indominus and Velociraptor can be not incubating that. Enclosed together, they apparently get along now. To what extent, I'm not so sure, but if I wanted them to have a match against each other, I'm not sure if I could make that work now. Yes, yep, we're not gonna fight now. We've already got that out of our system. We're just gonna chill now. We saw what he did to our, you know, our friend there, our buddy, our brothers in arms, our brother in arms, not brothers in arms. Oh, never mind. He wants revenge. Unfortunately, Indoraptor just too overpowered one-on-one. You had the numbers advantage and you didn't even take advantage of it. I mean, we don't really need to see much more of this match. We know how it's gonna end now. Unless this Velociraptor just like pulls off a miracle. Shortest match on the card right here. Where did the raptor go? Oh, there you are. See these highly intelligent creatures as they kind of, you know, move in awkward fashions. I mean, the Indoraptor looks like a very, you know, uncomfortable looking creature, doesn't it? It looks like it would never be, you know, comfortable. No wonder why it's so angry all the time. Just gonna walk on by, are you? Let's have a look at the aviary while we're waiting then, I guess. Where are you? That's one of them. Just to show all of the Cretaceous DLC ones, you know. So that's another one right there. Now the aviaries are nice and all, but that's all I can say really. It's like it used to be a lot funnier. I haven't seen any bugs since, but oh, what's this? This fight is kind of on even footing here. Well, it was anyway. Because usually the Velciraptor would just jump on his back and then get killed. He actually got a hit in. I mean, he was the alpha, so well, he's dead now. Indoraptor, flawless victory, except for that getting hit one time by the alpha. Who's got an injury now? What? Who's injured? How are you injured? How did you get a concussion? Were you fighting when I wasn't looking? Probably. Doesn't matter because I'm gonna reload again anyway. So yeah, what we're saying about the aviaries. Used to be, you know, they'd like glitch out of here a lot. I haven't really seen it since coming back to play the game here, but I haven't played it enough to really gauge if it's truly fixed or not. Because it would bug the hell out of me how I'd be like making the park, and then I get a notification that one of the flying reptiles have just broken out. And by broken out, I mean they just phased through the bloody aviary and are now flying and scaring the crap out of the guests. Not killing the guests, mind you, just scaring the crap out of them, and that's enough to dip your park rating. Even though it's, you know, sandbox mode and it doesn't really matter, it's still annoying. Anyways, next match on the card is the Cruiserweight Championship. Deinonychus versus Herrerasaurus, who was the runner-up in the Dino Rumble. Did really well and annoyed the hell out of me because he just refused to leave the match. So it's like, you can't be Dino Champion, because then who's going to challenge for it? I'd have to send an Indoraptor to get the title off you so that, you know, you can have all the other dinosaurs fight again. I don't know. But I guess I'll have a promo from either Deinonychus or Herrerasaurus leading into the match, and I will see you there. Deinonychus, what are your thoughts heading into this title defense against Herrerasaurus? Herrerasaurus is a pretty good challenge, I feel. Velciraptor, he was all talk, but this Herrerasaurus, I'm paying attention. He did well in the Dino Rumble. Runner-up, in fact. So I'm gonna bring my A game, and I'm gonna retain and show you why I am still the reigning, defending Cruiserweight Champion. And back. It is time for the Cruiserweight Championship to be defended. Entering first, the challenger.
Now what
was
we have
that?
here is a Herrerasaurus. It's a carnivore and a spectacular addition to our dinosaurs. It just requires a little TLC.
I think Deinonychus might have the advantage because Deinonychus has strong defense and fitness, while you just got Nocturnal in place of fitness. 75-23. We'll see when Deinonychus gets here, which is right now, the champion.
This dinosaur is important for a number of reasons. I mean, they're all important, but this one, the Deinonychus, was the center of debate among paleontologists for many years. Specifically, were the dinosaurs cold-blooded or warm-blooded animals? With them alive and in the park, we have our answer.
Despite having more of a boost with, you know, fitness added on, you're significantly less powerful than Herrerasaurus. Interesting. Where the hell did Herrerasaurus go? Oh wait. Yeah, you've got the attack and possibly defense advantage here. You might become, for the first time, Cruiserweight Champion. Because Herrerasaurus has yet to win the Cruiserweight Championship. I'm pretty sure it'd be the largest of these small carnivores. I mean, it's kind of like an in-between small and medium carnivore, really. There's no other dinosaur quite like it in the game, currently. That I'm aware of. Maybe that Camp Cretaceous dinosaur, maybe that one's similar size, I don't know. Are we getting straight to the fight? No. But I imagine this will be a short match once they do eventually fight each other. Also, I should note, the game crashed after the previous match when I tried to load the game again. Yeah, PS4 version of this game's not very stable. I mean, look at my park, that's a pretty big park. So yeah, I guess it makes sense. The moral of the story here is, don't make big parks in this game if you're playing on the PS4, because it will crash. Like every, you know, 20 minutes or so, I don't know, half an hour. It's like, oh fine, I'll come to you then. Kind of looks a bit like Baryonyx from that angle. What are you doing? It's like I'm just, you know, getting my footing going here. Herrerasaurus will look like it's gonna attack from behind, but it's not. Oh man, this game is still buggy as all hell. It's like I said, I haven't been playing it all that much. But man, just going back to it, and it's like, yeah, there are still several dozen problems in this game. They've improved fair play from I was at launch, but it's still pretty messy. I don't think the PS4 version will ever get fully like improved for its, you know, performance, I guess, where it just crashes quite often, overheats the PS4, and it doesn't look like these two are gonna fight. It looks like they're just forever going to circle each other, and by circle each other I mean Herrerasaurus is gonna constantly circle Deinonychus, and Deinonychus is gonna, like, I don't know, twerk for him or something, I don't know. Hey, you got the footprints going there. It's like, that's what I'm doing. I'm making. Oh, wait. Move. Oh, and they've called off the fight. Maybe what. Well, what are you doing? Maybe what we just saw there was actually some kind of interspecies. What are they called? Ritualistic dance? Like a mating dance? And it's like, after that, it's like, I don't want it. We're not even in the same, you know, dinosaur family here. No, Herrerasaurus was Jurassic periods. I don't know, because I think early or mid Cretaceous. It might have been late Cretaceous, I don't know. How way it goes, along with being separated by many millions of years of time. I think that's one thing you don't really think about when you think of, you know, the time of the dinosaurs, is just how big the gaps are. Like, one example would be like Stegosaurus and T-Rex. The amount of time between the time that each dinosaur lived is like insane. Possibly more so than like we're probably closer to T-Rex and Stegosaurus in terms of time. I don't know. Probably would, yeah, it definitely would be for Herrerasaurus. We'd be closer to T-Rex in time compared to T-Rex and Herrerasaurus, because that's just how many millions of years they, you know, were around for. Till they basically went nearly extinct. And you only really got the birds nowadays, which, to be fair, there are a lot of birds. But, I mean, you don't really see, big-ass theropods now, do you? I mean, the closest we have to, like, the, kind of larger, and not even large by, you know, the standards of the time that they ruled, really. Ruled the world and all, if you will. I mean, I don't think they were ever like, yes, we rule the world, officially. Like, whatever. Well, they probably did. So, like, this is my territory, stay out of it, or whatever. But, you know, animals like ostriches, emus, and stuff like that. So you can kind of see the similarity between ornithomimids. Which is weird. It's like in this game you look at like Struthiomimus, like that thing just looks silly. But I mean, you look at like actually I'm not even sure. Have I got any of those in my park? So I can have a look at it for an example here. I don't think I do. Surprisingly. Wait, maybe I do in here, maybe? No? Oh wait, yes I do. Archaeopteryx, that'll do. Okay, no. Screw it. It's like there's supposed to be a match going on here. What am I doing? Oh, wrong thing anyway. Let's get a ground level. Where is he? Lost sight of him. You know, look how big this makes Edmontosaurus look. I mean, Edmontosaurus is pretty big. Let's have a look-see. And you do have claws there. I just picture the feathers and there you go. Not, it's like, it looks, you know, kind of, you know, derpy. It's like not threatening at all, but in real life it probably would have been dangerous if you, you know, I guess scared it, I guess, and they chose to attack you rather than run away. Anyways, how's the match going? Where even are they? I was like, at the start of this match, I was like, you know what? At least the matches in this game are a lot shorter than they were in Jurassic World Evolution, but I was wrong. They had a ritualistic dance, and now they've called the match off because they're in love. I don't know. And that's another thing that still has no option to disable is the status checks. Gotta constantly have your rangers checking on them every now and then, otherwise you don't get the full information. Also, why is Herrerasaurus security level 5? Well, actually now I can kind of think why. It's 'cause, well, actually, even then, it's like some of these carnivores can leap over the fence. And the only level 5 is... I mean, I could just take a tour of my park, then I'm gonna fire this one. The only level 5 for this one is, you know, concrete. Not sure if it's electrified or not. Because if it's not electrified, then what's the point? I mean, the Jurassic Park version of that fence is, you know, the one from Jurassic Park 3 where it has those spikes on the top. That makes sense. They can't jump over something like that. But, the concrete doesn't really... I mean, let's have a look at it again. How's the top doing? Yeah, it's not got any like barbed wire or nothing on it. Unless that top bit's electrified, I don't see what good that's really gonna do if a dinosaur decides to leap over it. Well, I suppose let's have a good old look at my park. When the fighting notification pops up, then we'll return. Because not really much has been accomplished. Iguanodons. You were very picky with this enclosure. It was the last enclosure I made. Because they were like, oh, not enough open space, but I had to make some leaf, you know. Foliage over here for, I forget what, I think Holocampus might be in here. You also got a Albertosaurus. Another Iguanodon. I was going to say Albertosaurus, but you are not an Albertosaurus. I mean, look at that. It blends in. It's like part of the foliage. Camouflage. You know what I'm just thinking? If they ever add VR support for this, that'd be cool, but at the same time, you just get the blue screen in after a while, like notifying you that the game has crashed. So you get to see the game crash in VR. Guys, are you not gonna fight or what? This is supposed to be a title match. Oh boy, this match is not really a match, really, is it? Get a full tour. I mean, that's more action than we're seeing in the match. I thought it's strange that the security rating for Troodon is only 1. All the other small carnivores tend to be like 5. Why is Troodon 6? I guess it's kind of similar to Coelophysis. Still, isn't it supposed to be one of those smarter ones? Look like little hills there, just chilling in the Arizona desert. So we still haven't got. Oh yeah, this was about the only fancy thing I designed. And it's not even good at all. It's like, I want to have one of the fountains in the middle, but of course it looks kind of crap. I have not the patience nor skill to make stuff look as great as other people can. This was more accidental anyway. It kind of looks like a mouse, doesn't it? Okay, that's left click, right click. Who's over here? Baryonyx, right? Baryonyx, how you doing? You're gonna be in the main event. I mean, not you specifically, but another Baryonyx will be in the main event. Got a big enclosure, right? But we go all the way over here. And these poor Ceratosaurus got absolutely screwed. I mean, they're alright with this enclosure, but it's a bit small, isn't it? Especially considering there's 4 of them. So like originally I was gonna have a Jugosaurus in here, but I ended up going with Ceratosaurus, and I ended up incubating 4 of them. Don't add any, you know, foliage in here because they need all the space they can get. And over here we see the Stegosaurus in its natural habitats as we patiently wait for the match to begin. Is it only that you have to put these in? You don't even need to put them in the enclosure, but it has to be within range for the patrol. Otherwise your ranger teams won't get at the dinosaurs to scan them. Speaking of which, there's one right now. Just gonna scan Brachiosaurus, which is over here. Thanks for pointing that out, because I didn't know where you were. Like, there's only 2 Brachiosaurus on here because they're a pain in the ass to deal with. I mean, this is a large enclosure, but you know, they're very needy. They need a lot of space and a lot of trees. But since this is a desert, we don't even need the forests. We still need, you know, loads of nut trees and stuff. And we got Cryolophosaurus in here too. Is this match even gonna begin or what? I think they really have, you know, just been like, no, we're not gonna fight. T-Rex will also be in the main event. Oh, which one of you is the one that keeps losing? Is it you? Nah, you look perfectly fine, so it's definitely you. Yeah, see all those scars? You got your ass kicked each time. I'm half expecting the game to crash before this match even begins at this rate. We also got the one Spinosaurus. Doesn't even need these trees around here, I just thought I'd add them because they look a bit plain otherwise. So we're having a tour and the match is still not begun. I know I've said that before, but I'm just repeating myself. So we got that dinosaur, which was in the cage match. Who else do I have in here? I mean, I expect one of my other dinosaurs to fight at this rate before the match. Indoraptor. What else is in here? It can't be just you two, right? Yeah. Wait. Might be actually. Is it? Really? That's all that's in here? Big enclosure, just two different dinosaur types. I mean, honestly, with how the performance of this game is on PS4, it's probably for the best. It would crash a lot more if I added too many more dinosaurs. We got some Metriacanthosaurus, who's got a much better enclosure than Ceratosaurus. Got my Australian enclosure here with a mini. Because I even know it's pronounced. I've known of this dinosaur since childhood. It's always dinosaur books I had as a kid, which I still have. Who else is in here? Oh yeah, Albertosaurus. They're finally fighting! Wow. Why do we always catch the very end of the fights? We have a new champion nonetheless. I guess their relationship is over. Oh wait, you don't do it that way. It doesn't even matter anyway, because I'm just gonna reload. And the game will probably crash, as it is prone to doing. So Herrerasaurus is the new cruiserweight champion. So with that, this match is finally over. So what's next match? Tag team match for the tag team. So it's going to be the Albertosaurus duo, who are current champions, versus Triceratops and Ankylosaurus. So I'm not sure what the promo will be in between this and that, but a dinosaur will cut a promo of some sort, and it'll be probably lame because I can't really do promos very loud. But whatever. And then we'll move on to that match. Will it be in this same video or not? I don't know. It depends how the time adds up on these videos combined with these matches, because it's ridiculous. This should have been one of the shorter matches, but they just kind of put it on hold. Anyways, I should shut up and get on with it. So on with a promo and then on to the next match. Albertosaurus, what are your thoughts heading into this title match where you will defend your tag team titles against the team of Triceratops and Ankylosaurus? Well, what can we say? That's a pretty good team, we must admit. But you know what? We're still better, and we're still gonna come out on top. And that's all we gotta say to that. Bring it on, Triceratops. Bring it on, Ankylosaurus. Show us what you can do.